Hello everyone, my name is Moon and welcome back for more Tsukihime, A Piece of Blue Glass Moon. So last episode, it was, kind of a random episode, right? You had all these different scenes with all these different characters, CL and Father Mario, and then Arcuade, the continuation with Shiki, and Shiki reading a story by the end. And it was quite a long story, right? So let's see what happens today. Let us continue. Day 8, Metamorphosis number 2.
Shiki-sama.
I feel the morning sun on my face and hear Hisui calling me.
シキ様、お目覚めの時間です。
Her monotonous voice jolts my consciousness awake.
おはよう、翡翠。
I sit up and reply to Hisui. A flash of pain pierces my temples, though not enough to keep me in bed.
シキ様、ご気分が優れないのですか？
いや、今朝は普通だよ。昨日の調子が良すぎただけだ。貧血気味なのはいつものことだから気にしないでくれ。
I shake my head lightly and get out of bed.
今朝もありがとう。起こしに来てくれて助かった。
いえ、これが私の仕事ですから。シキ様にお言葉をいただくほどのことではありません。
お礼を言うほどのことだよ。目覚まし時計の音なんかより何倍もあったかい。俺は眠りが深いらしくて目覚ましじゃなかなか起きられないんだ。
Which is why Hisui coming to wake me up is such a big help. She even brings me a change of clothes. What more could I ask for?
時間は7時ちょっとか。あんまり余裕はないな。着替えて顔を洗ったら食堂に行くから先に行っていてくれ。
Hisui's looking at me like she has something to say. Is she nervous? She seemed to be shaking a little. Oh my god. Looking into her fragile, gloomy eyes makes me.
関係のない話なのですが、就寝時間の後、私と姉さんは2時間おきに屋敷の見回りをいたします。
So she knows that Shiki went down.
午後9時は姉さんが、11時は私が、午前1時には姉さんが屋敷中の戸締まりをチェックしているのです。
そうだったんだ。それ大変じゃないか。夜と朝だけでいいだろうに。
決まりですから、どうかお気になさらないでください。その時の話ですが、仮に私が施錠を忘れた箇所があっても、午前1時には姉さんが見つけて施錠し直してしまうので。
Now, I get what Hisui is trying to say. She's talking about the service door in the west wing.
翡翠、俺が出て行ったことに気がついてたのか？
いえ、決して咎めているのではなく。
Hisui hangs her head apologetically.
あ、いや違うんだ。怒ってないよ。でもそっか。翡翠は知ってたのか。だから勝手口の鍵閉められずにいたんだな。
はい。鍵が開いていましたので、もしやと思い、勝手ながら四季様のお部屋の様子を拝見させていただきました。
Hisui's voice dwindles. This must be tough for her, having to condemn her master's illicit activities.
ありがとう。おかげで昨日は助かった。翡翠は全然悪くないよ。もともと夜中に出歩く俺に問題があるんだから。ああ、でも。
I again ask her to keep it quiet from Akiha. It would only make things harder for Hisui. She may tend to my needs, but her actual employer is Akiha, the head of the Tono family. Being dishonest with her will hurt her standing in the future.
アキハには俺から説明するよ。翡翠は何も知らないふりをしてくれればいい。
Hisui makes no reply. She just keeps staring at me.
何かな。
Is it something the matter?
僭越ながら四季様は全く反省していません。
ああ、いや、はい。
失礼しました。訂正いたします。そのお顔を見るに四季様に改める気はないのですね。
She looks so meek, yet she cuts right where it hurts.
すまない。約束があって今夜も出かけることになる。けど誓って悪い遊びをしてるわけじゃない。あれは
I'm fighting the remnants of a vampire army, so they don't kill anyone else. It's not like I can just say that, but saying nothing doesn't make me look suspicious.
それは今夜だけなのでしょうか。
どうかな。俺にもわからない。ただ長くは続かないと思う。
では危険なことはないのですか。四季様がまた怪我を負って帰ってくるようなことは。
ああ、それなら大丈夫。戦車みたいに強いやつが一緒だから何があっても怪我なんかしないよ。
That one thing I can promise with confidence. I don't think there is anyone in the whole city that could beat Arcuade. Maybe CL? Maybe not. Who knows? But then again,
お話はわかりました。
CL kind of struggled with Vlov. But yeah, we'll see, I guess.
それでは私も四季様同様、昨夜と同じ業務を行わせていただきます。どうかお早いお帰りを。
Hisui bows courteously and leaves the room.
ありがとう、翡翠。
She's given me the greatest concession she has the power to make. What she's saying is that she'll look the other way while she's on patrol, so as long I'm back by 1, I'll get it undetected. I change into my school uniform and leave my room. I had a headache when I woke up, but now I seem to be doing well. I'll wash my face in the second floor bathroom, then head to the dining room. Now that we're well into fall, the tap water runs cold. I usually just splash some water on my face, but today I let the water collect in the basin and dunk my whole face in. Wow, this guy. The icy water steals the warmth from my face. My eyes, nose, and mouth are drowned and I lose all sensation. Feeling as if a death mask is plastered to my face, I lift my face out of water.
誰だ？
I take one look at myself in the mirror and notice that something is kind of off. It hits me immediately that I don't have my glasses on. Wait, I didn't even realize that he didn't have his glasses on? I mean, all those lines from earlier. I was just washing my face, so that makes sense. Be that as it may. Alright, I've calmed down now. With my glasses in place, I make for the dining room, where Kohaku is waiting. After breakfast, I go to the parlor. Akia is there, having long since finished her breakfast.
おはよう、アキハ。
おはようございます、兄さん。健康な学生らしい余裕のある朝で何よりです。
Gracefully sipping a cup of tea, Akia appears to be in a particularly fine mood this morning. Something good must have happened.
兄さんも何かお飲みになられますか？時間はまだあるでしょ？
ああ、それじゃあ普通のお茶を一杯。
普通などというお茶はないのですけどね。琥珀、兄さんにも一つ入れてあげて。チョイスはあなたに任せるわ。かしこまりました。今朝の献立から考えますと、ほうじ茶などがよろしいかと。
Kohaku heads to the kitchen with a smile. I sit down on the sofa across from Akiha and check the news on my phone. While there's no shortage of random news, there's nothing about any murders. I may have been expecting it, but this confirms that there have been no new victims. As I pocket my phone after checking the news, Akia is staring at me like she's witnessed something truly bizarre.
なんだよ。携帯ぐらいはいいんだろ。今だってニュースサイトをチェックしただけで。
別に怒ってはいません。すぐにしまってくれましたし、朝のニュースぐらいは知っておくのはいいことですから。ただ、兄さんがそういうものを使いこなす姿というのがイメージに合わなかったので驚いただけです。
お前の中でどんなイメージなんだよ、俺は。とはいえ、俺も使いこなしてはいないよ。今朝は気になることがあっただけで、普段はあまり使わないし。話したいことや知りたいことがあったら、本人と直接話した方がいい。
そうなんですか？
そりゃあ時間の許す限りは。1行や2行の言葉のやり取りでわかるのは1行2行分のことだけだし、連絡事項としては便利だけど、会話をするなら会って話した方が断然いい。
一部分しか表せないシステムなのに、その一部分を見た人間はそれが相手の全部分だと錯覚するということですね。例えば発信者はつま先しか見せていないのに、その爪が猫のものだっただけで全身まで猫だと決めつけるような。私もその意見には賛成です。文字だけならいくらでも嘘をつけるのが人間ですし。
Oh great, family head. I don't know how to say this, but if someone has the claws of a cat, isn't it natural to think that they're a cat?
まあ、そこまでは言ってないけど。簡素な人間関係も、それはそれで便利だと思うよ。知り合う人全部に全身全霊で向き合ってたら、体力が持たないし。いろんなところに行けるようになって、いろんな人と知り合えるようになった以上、 人間関係も最適化させないと潰れちまうってのは友人からの受け売りだけど。
But then Arihiko, the one who said that, lives his life in the exact opposite manner.
そう、安心したわ。兄さんにも心を許せるご友人がいたんですね。機会があれば私にも紹介してもらおうかしら。もちろん遠野家の長男におかしな遊びを教えていないかどうかじっくりと詰問させていただくのを前提で。
I realize yet again how scary my sister is, not that I needed the reminder. Kohaku brought my, how do you say that, Hojika? I don't know. While I was chatting with Akiya. Its flavor is subtle, but it makes for a refreshing drink. The tea washes away my post-breakfast sluggishness. Akiya rises from the sofa without a sound, so it must be time for her to go to school.
お先に失礼しますね、兄さん。私は夕方まで帰れませんが、兄さんのご予定は？
Her casual question makes me perk my head up. What are you going to do? For some reason, this unremarkable words appears true the heart. She's just asking about my plans for the day, but it feels like she's asking me what I'm going to do from here on out.
いや、特に何もないよ。学校に行って終わったら帰ってくるだけだ。
そんなことなら午後の予定はキャンセルしておけばよかった。
Okay. Akiya mutters discontentedly.
アキハ。
いえ、何でもありません。それではごきげんよう。兄さんも遅刻などしないでくださいね。
Akiya leaves the parlor with Kohaku. I'm left alone with my thoughts once again. Until yesterday, I had been so focused on what I should do that I never thought about what I wanted to do.
今の俺がしたいこと。
As one of the few who knows the truth, I should prioritize dealing with the vampire's minions. But if I put my feelings of obligation aside, sure enough, CL's face pops into my brain.
そりゃあ、シエル先輩のことは好きだけど。
I'm both interested in her and attracted to her. I mean, you are attracted to both CL and Arcuade at the same time. Like whenever he's with CL, he's gonna mention that, oh, I like being with CL, etc., etc. And then when he's gonna be with Arcuade, he's gonna be saying that Arcuade is beautiful. I like her. Come on. I want to get to know her better, see her smile more. And yet, as much as I like CL, I can't just ignore Arcuade.
いや、違う。放っておけないのは吸血鬼のことだからだ。町から吸血鬼がいなくなれば、きっと。
Then Arcuade and I will be done working together. There won't be any more loose ends and things will go back to the way they were before.
そうだ。俺がしたいことなんてそれしかないじゃないか。
Satisfied with the conclusion I've reached, I get up from the sofa. It's 7:30. I better get going or I won't make it on time.
それはそれとして、ハルクエイドとのことは黙っているしかないんだよな。
The two of them are like oil and water. I feel a little guilty keeping it a secret, but I have to make sure CL doesn't find out until it's all over. Ten minutes before the homeroom, I arrive to find Arihiko and CL having a friendly chat by my desk.
あれ、シエル先輩。
She's angry. CL stops talking the moment I call her name because CL saw Arkuwait and Shiki last night, or yeah, last time, right? But she did not confront them. She just saw them. Maybe that's why she's angry.
よっ、おはようさん。時間ギリギリで投稿とか、お前さんもここ一番でついてないね。今朝はシエル先輩が遊びに来てくれたってのに。
ああ、それは見ればわかるけど。先輩、なんか様子がおかしくない？
あ？おかしいところなんてねっての。いつもキュートなシエル先輩舐めてんの？今だって俺とトーノの昔話で盛り上がって、あれ？
Arihiko finally noticed it too. CL is obviously in a terrible mood. Her silence is intimidating. Scratch that, it's terrifying. Arihiko quietly inches towards me and asks, and speaks in a whisper.
おい、なんかしでかしたのかトーノ。先輩めちゃくちゃ不機嫌だぞ。さっきまであんなに笑顔だったのに。
いや、俺は何もしてない。お前こそなんか失礼なこと言ったんじゃないのか。
CL glares at me bitterly. No way, she couldn't. She have found out about me and Arkuwait. Could she?
おはよう先輩。俺の席にいるってことは、今朝は俺に話でも？
別に遠野くんになんてみじんも関心はありません。ただちょっと気になったので様子を見に来ただけです。よく貧血で倒れるとのことなので。
それ俺に用ですよね。
Well, that came out before I could stop myself.
見ようによってはそう言えないこともありません。まったく朝から健康そうで結構ですね。
CL fidgets with her glasses, looking a little embarrassed. Her polite words clash horribly with her ascetic tone.
とにかく私は乾くんと話しているのです。遠野くんに用はありませんから、教室の隅かロッカーの中にでも入って自己反省をしていてください。
CL's expression tightens as she coolly delivers her killing blow. Arihiko and I look at each other as if on cue.
つまりあれだ。理由はわからんが、先輩は遠野を懲らしめたいと。つうか土下座レベルで反省させたいと。
いえ、そこまでの話じゃないんですけど。
いや、そこまでの話と見た。こいつは人並みの情がないんでよく地雷踏むからな。よし、そういうことなら力になりましょう。遠野、しりとりしようぜ。
なんでしりとり？
正気かてめえ。
CL and I shout in unison. Our eyes meet for a second, but we awkwardly looked away.
してしりとりなんでしょう。説明を求めます。
What is shiritori?
いやー、先輩、遠野の泣かせ方知ってる？
遠野くんの泣かせ方？知りませんが、興味が湧いてきました。ぜひ教えてください。
もちろん。ただし、遠野と仲直りするのが条件っす。遠野の弱みを教えるってことで手打ちにしてやってください。
CL oohs impressed by Arihiko's deft negotiating. I've gotta hand it to him though, that's all it took for him to put CL in a good mood again. That said...
お前、それ言っていいの俺じゃないか、普通。
だってお前バラさねえじゃん。先輩朝から来てくれたのにお前は一向に来ないし、加えて何かしでかしたんならこれぐらいのリターンねえとな。
いやでも大体面白い話じゃないだろそれ。
遠野くんは黙っていてください。さあ乾くん、ハリアップ。こうなったら話を聞くまでテコでも動きません。
Yes, hurry up, hurry up. 3 minutes until homeroom. Just thinking about CL and Miss Noelle running into each other here is making my stomach hurt. There's no other way out.
それがですね、遠野、しりとりすると泣くんですよ。試しに1分続けてみると分かりますよ。
え、本当に？しりとりってあのしりとりですよね。言葉尻をつなげていく。
そうそう、もうボロッボロ泣く。中学の頃それを知らない女子どもがびっくりしてさ、なんか悲しい出来事でも思い出させちゃったのとか。むやみに大人気で俺は頭にきましたけどね。
CL looks at me, confusion clear as day on her face. Same, really. But sometimes the human body just acts a certain way, and you have no idea why.
その繋がらない感じが嫌なんです。誰だってあるでしょ。理由はないけどダメなことって。食べ物の好き嫌いと同じです。
本当に
CL nervously asked me to confirm this ridiculous story.
はい、本当です。だからつまらないって言ったんだ、バカアリヒコ。見ろ、先輩だって呆れてるだろ。
I tried to change the subject. The fact that a word game is my ultimate weakness is just plain embarrassing. Though I seem to have misread CL's reaction.
いえ、呆れてなんかいませんよ。逆に感動しました。そんな秘密、遠野くんにもあったんですね。
CL voice comes out shyly. She coughs to clear the air.
大変失礼しました。個人的な理由で遠野くんを糾弾したかった私ですが、それも筋違いだと反省しました。二度と教室に私情は持ち込まず、楽しい学園生活を送ることをここに誓いましょう。
CL turns to face me, a familiar smile on her face. Her mood seems to have improved. But the bell rings heartlessly, signaling the start of homeroom. We'll have to put our chat on hold until lunch then.
おっと、時間ですね。それでは乾くん、遠野くん、縁があればまた放課後に。乾くんもあんまりサボっちゃダメですよ。
Although she's in a rush, CL leaves the room at a natural and unhurried pace. Arihiko waves to her back. Her verbal warning may have worked. It looks like he's going to stick around for class today. Come on, you're hanging out with CL, both of you. Don't you even remember Yumizuka? Like, she's just gone, right? No mention still of her. I thought she was gonna at least be mentioned in this arc. Or in this route, I mean, but yeah, nothing. Third period math. The day crawls by, everything the same as it has always been. Human habits don't change as long as anything strange stays out of sight. I sit here in class knowing that vampires still lurk around town. Everyone continues their routines knowing that people have been getting murdered. Humans are so resilient. They're able to dull their sense of danger and adapt to any changes they are faced to protect their way of life. It's a fundamental skill for all who live in modern society. Incidentally, Arihiko has been gone since first period, so he just left again. CL's warning lasted for all an hour. Can you even leave the school? You've been to school already. No, what I mean is, you went to school and then you're gonna leave? Like, yeah, don't they close the gates at the school? At least in my school they did that. Yeah, so why even bother to go to school? Today, I mean, and then you're gonna leave after an hour. This is also a routine. Arihiko Inui won't change his lifestyle because of a big hole in front of the station. Even if he senses that there's something wrong, he can't break free from his habits. And then when you get out of school, right? You're wearing your school uniform. Like some, let's say, some shops or places would not allow you to go there because they're going to be asking you like, why aren't you in school? Yeah, why are you outside? Maybe I'm just the same. I go to class knowing that there are still vampires around. I let the vampires roam free in order to stick to Shikitono's routine. By telling myself that they pose no threat during the day, that I can't meet up with our Kuwait until nighttime, I prioritize my own comfort and well-being while preaching about doing good. Do I lack a sense of danger or a sense of justice? Probably both. I threw them out the window the moment I agreed to cooperate with the vampire, Arkwade. I conform to human society while going down a path no normal person would choose. And that feels completely natural to me.
どうしました、遠野くん。気分が悪いんですか?
I answer no to the voice coming from the front of the classroom. Hey, what is happening with Shiki, man? He's been having this like I say headaches, I guess. I feel fine. In fact, I've been feeling pretty good since yesterday. Confused, I turn towards the window. That's odd. Even the transparent reflection of my face looks decidedly sick. My body crumples without a sound. Distantly, I can make out the teacher's concerned voice calling to me. Feeling too good is what led to my downfall. My fading vision is probably the result of anemia-induced dizziness. Try as I might to maintain it, I lose consciousness. Everything around me turns black, like a curtain has fallen over the world. I dream suddenly. Why does it sound so ominous? When I was young, I spent months in the care of a local hospital being treated for an illness. It was a dull but tranquil time, allowing me to recover both physically and mentally. Not long after I was discharged, I had a dream that smelled of blood. Some relatives took me in and those days passed by peacefully. I was a model student graduating middle school without any issue. But no matter what, I could never escape the touch of death. It followed me constantly like a shadow. After receiving news of my father's passing, I returned to the family and was reunited with my sister for the first time in years. While she had grown into a beautiful woman, parts of her hadn't changed at all. There were also two twin girls who were devoted to taking care of the mansion. I tried my hardest not to look away, but I knew that I'd be able to see an end to everything here as well. I saw a woman I didn't know. A woman I had nothing to do with. It was a random encounter. Even with my abnormality, I still felt human. I entered her room. Her vitality was captivating. My spine trembled with lust. I didn't need to understand the concept of love to know that this was it. I wanted to know this woman, so I did. And without excuse or denial, this was the end result. The warm blood sears my skin. The nauseating stench of the stuffing that spills out of each unraveled seam assaults my senses. The abdomen is like an overturned bucket, but the extremities bring to mind something different. The scattered arms and legs looks like slice of cake, red like strawberries, white like cream, yellow like sponge cake. The pungent hair sticks to me, reeking of violence. The smell of blood and organs enter my nostrils and penetrates my brains. My thoughts are shaken into disarray. My sense of reality is blurred, my body becomes weightless. My eyes are glued to this, alarming image. I hear a dripping sound, the hiss of rain or the rush of a waterfall. It is only about 3 liters of blood, yet I feel like I am in an endless ocean. The cross-section of any body part is captivating enough to be a work of art. The more I compare them, the more my own ugliness stands out. I feel like a soldier parachuting down to the ground. What I was looking down upon just a moment ago is actually so large that I have to crane my neck up at it. The corpse expands, a tsunami crashes into my mind. It's too late for me, it's too overwhelming to contain. This is no metaphor. The amount of information I'm trying to process is enough to drown me. I can't run, I can't even breathe. This is the mechanism of life, far too vast. I hid my eyes from it until now, learning of it only as a function concept. As my consciousness grows smaller and smaller, so does my sense of self. My individual self withers away, unable to withstand its own inferiority. I am powerless to stop it. The more I fade away, the more my sins are obscured, the larger the world grows. The realization hits that I'm nothing, or hits that I'm nothing more than an insect. The dismembered parts are like giant buildings. The spilled blood becomes a flood submerging the city. I become a maggot infesting the corpse and look up at the scene. This is what it means to kill a person. Surrounded by my own wretched deed, I quiver like I am the victim, frantically, shamelessly looking for salvation. Hearing someone speak to me, I snap out of my masochistic trance. What lies before me is very clearly a corpse. I've learned that once the human body stops moving, it becomes unwanted baggage. It becomes an eyesore. It takes up space, it's hard to clean up after, it's a hassle to dispose of. I see, no wonder I don't like having this indoors. It doesn't count because your target resurrected. Don't run from your own guilt. No matter the target, it doesn't change the fact that you are a freak. This feeling, you've always been inhuman. You can't restore a humanity that was never there. Did you really think you'd be a good person this whole time? It feels so good in the worst way. I am going to puke. How stupid. I already killed once with his hands. What am I losing my mind over now? That creature I am is worth even less than an insect. Beauty? I never had the right to speak of such things to begin with. It was all a dream. A silly dream that I was a decent human being. My consciousness feels dulled. Like I'm waking up from a nightmare or something. I open my eyes to see that I'm in the nurse's office. I've been here so many times, I can just tell by looking at the ceiling. The curtains are drawn around me as I lie in bed. Although I'm awake, I can't move. It feels as if blood or the blood flow had been cut off my extremities. All I'm able to do is breathe, and even that takes a conscious effort. I might pass out again if I lose focus. When this happens, there is nothing I can do but wait for my circulation to improve. Calling for help would only make me lose even more strength. I look up at the ceiling without moving an inch and finally regain my hearing. I hear voices coming from the other side of the curtain.
この国に来てから出費が増えて大変よね。安くていいものばかりなんだもの。お買い物もつい弾んじゃうんじゃない？
Who is that?
そうそう。昨日潰した人の話したっけ？高級マンションに引きこもってたやつ。もう、めっちゃくちゃいいお酒持ってたの。処分した人の持ち物には手を出しちゃいけない決まりだけど、一本ぐらい拝借してもよかったかな。そもそもあいつら味覚ないんでしょ？なんでワインなんてコレクションしてたのかしら。
She's talking about dead apostles, so is this, Miss Noel?
生前からの習慣でしょう。人化した人間は、人間以上の体を得たにもかかわらず、人間だった頃の趣味に執着します。肉体が変化したことへの反動として、人間的だった自己にすがりつくんです。それちょっとわかるかも。先生も若い頃の洋服大事に取ってあるし、もう着れないのに捨てられないのよね。だって一度も着れなかったし、お姫様みたいなドレスでね、着こなすには勇気が必要だったの。そんな勇気が出る前に大人になっちゃったけど。ノエル先生。そういう意味じゃないってば。ただの思い出話よ。でもなるほどね。本国の首都に宗教家が多いのはそういうわけだったんだ。この国の吸血鬼たちが物欲に走りがちなのも納得。あれ？でも日本人って仏様にお祈りするんでしょ？シエルさん、確かお母さんが日本人だったわよね。こっちに親戚とかいないの？それは今関係のない話です。それより静かに、彼が起きてしまいます。疲れているようですし、昼食まで睡眠を取らせるべきでしょう。
The voices belong to CL and Miss Noel. Okay, it was CL's voice? I didn't even notice that. No, it sounded a little bit different, but the other one you can tell it was Miss Noel. From what they were talking about, I'm guessing they are the only ones in here. They must have heard that I fainted and came to check up on me.
そうかしら。四季くん、もう目覚めないと思うけど。脈拍は平常時の半分。体温は30度あるかないか。意識レベルも、睡眠というより昏睡じゃない？これ。
Sorry to disappoint you. Miss Noel's tone sounds vaguely cold.
それは、そうでしょうけど。そうなんだってば。なんかシエルさんにしては歯切れが悪いのよね。これじゃいつもと立場が逆じゃない？悪い冗談みたい。鬼のかく乱っていうのかな？もしかしてお風邪？
使徒のねぐらの調査、先生だけで行こうか？
それこそ冗談です。風邪をひくなんて、そんな人間らしいことがあるはずがないでしょう。体に異常はありません。調査は私だけで行います。
I kind of get CL's voice now. But yeah, earlier I was like, yeah, whose voice is this? But yeah, it's CL now. For some reason earlier I couldn't what do you call this? Hear her voice for some reason. Investigating the dead apostle's lair, that job would be theirs originally. Harcourt is the one acting out of turn here, killing dead apostles while being a vampire herself. But anyway.
先輩、俺、目が覚めてますよ。
I'd just be eavesdropping if I kept lying here, so I forced some air into my lungs and speak.
四季君、本当に大丈夫なの？見た感じ、生きてるだけで精一杯って感じだけど。
ノエル先生、お家の人を呼ぶって、お葬式の準備をするみたいなニュアンスで言いませんでした。
で、バレちゃった？うん。冗談がわかるぐらいには覚醒できてるみたいね。どれどれ体温はと。あらま、35度まで回復してる。もしかして、本当にただの貧血だった？
そうですよ。これぐらいの貧血には慣れてます。もう少し横になっていれば持ち直しますから、その聴診器は引っ込めてください。心音とか聞かなくていいですから。掛け布団も剥がさないでください。
チェー、お胸の診察はまた今度か？残念だけど、このレベルの貧血が日常というとんでも発言に免じて、自重してあげます。これでも先生だものね、私。生徒の健康には気を使わなくっちゃ。でも四季君が無事で安心したわ。地下で助けられたこともあるし、ここで死なれたら悲しいもの。ね？そうよね、シェールさん。
そうですね。たとえ自業自得だとしても、私たちの前で死なれるのは困ります。今のように、話を盗み聞かれるのも面白くありませんが。
CL speaks plainly, more blunt than angry. It's different from how she was this morning. I know she's just giving me a hard time, but still, it's a bit harsh to say that I was eavesdropping.
すみません。すぐ倒れる貧弱な体質で、先輩ほど頑丈じゃないんです。
私の体の話はしていません。とにかく、しばらくおとなしくしているように。街はまだ危険な状態です。勝手に出歩いて、勝手に襲われる人を助けるほど、私たちも暇ではありませんから。
あら、四季君なら死者ぐらいは返り討ちにできるんじゃない？というか、先生ひらめいちゃった。ねえ、シェールさん、死者探しの仕事、四季君に協力してもらうのはどう？
Miss Noelle tosses me a wink. She must be talking about the same thing Arcoade is doing. Let me... would like to make myself useful to them, okay.
ありえません。人手は足りています。馬鹿げた発言は控えるように。代行者ノエル。
I didn't even get a chance to reply. CL sounded dead serious after coolly reprimanding Miss Noelle as she walks over to the door.
私はここで失礼します。ノエル先生は自分の職務に専念してください。遠野くんは二度と吸血鬼に関わらない。これは警告です。破った者には私から相応の処置があると覚悟するように。
怒られちゃった。やっぱり本音出すと怖いわね、あの子。ま、そうでなくちゃ私もやってらんないんだけど。
CL has left the nurse's office, but Miss Noel remains seated in her chair. Ah, yes, I can feel my hands and legs again. I take a deep breath and sit up. It's just before 11, so I should be able to make it to the fourth period.
あら？四季くん、もう授業に戻るの？放課後まで休んでいくと思ったのに。
そうしたいところですけど、体が動くなら授業に出ますよ。いつ倒れるかわからないんだし、あんまり休めません。
可愛い顔なのに真面目なんだ。ますますキュンときちゃうかも。先生ね、無理してるくせに平気そうにしている人って昔からタイプなんだ。もちろん男の人限定で。女の場合はまた別の話だから。
Miss Noel lowers herself onto an empty bed as she speaks. Is she messing with me or nope? She's seriously about to take a nap.
じゃあ、善良な学生生活、しっかりね。先生はもうちょっと休んでいくから、ちょっと風邪気味みたいなのよね。食欲もないし、やる気も出ないし、夏バテみたいなものかしら。
She closes the curtains around the bed, whistling cheerfully as she lies down.
俺が言えることじゃないけど、教師がそんな簡単に休んでいいんですか？
ほんと、君が言えることじゃないわね。大人だってサボりたい時があるのよ。いいじゃない。自習の一つや二つ。私サンタクロースみたいなもんだし。ちょっと早いけど、子供たちにプレゼントをあげましょう。
Miss Noel gives me a truly bizarre answer and promptly falls asleep. I feel awkward waking her up, and I need to hurry if I'm going to make it to the fourth period in time. Just in case, I take some cold medication out of the medicine cabinet and set it on the table before leaving the nurse's office. That if I was there, I'm just gonna sleep. Yeah, I wouldn't even think of going back to class. But this is Shiki though. Fourth period just ended. Should I go find CL in a tea ceremony room or eat lunch by myself? Either way, I'll have to drop by the school store to buy some food first. While on my way to the school store, I spot CL cutting across the courtyard. She casually exchanges greetings with some other students as she heads for the school gates. Why is she leaving at lunchtime though? Strange. I can think of a reason why. CL, who loves a school store or at least a certain type of bread they stock, would go out for lunch. Could she be going off to investigate the vampire lair she mentioned in the nurse's office? If that's the case, I can't just ignore this. There are some things I wanted to confirm with her anyway.
それに、アルクエイドとの約束もあるし、吸血鬼のねぐらを事前に見つけられるなら、あいつだって喜ぶだろう。
Even if Arcoade looks fine on the outside, she's still recovering from her injuries. It'd be embarrassing if I didn't pull my own weight here. Alright, I'm going after CL. If I properly plead my case, I don't think she'll just ignore me. I hurry and exit the school gates. Even though CL was just walking, I had to run as fast as I can to catch up to her. She's there on the path leading to the station. I'd recognize her anyway.
いや、間違いはないんだけど。
How does she walk so damn fast? She turns down an inconspicuous side alley. Damn, I'll lose her if I don't hurry. Okay, as Shiki is kind of exhausted here running after CL, we will also take a break. So it seems like we might be getting some action next episode with CL. We're gonna find out. So anyways, we're gonna continue this and do more of Tsukihime, a piece of Blue Glass Moon, in the next one. So I'll just see you then, guys. Bye bye.